Welcome to Women in Fitness Business. This is Kelly Sanders, and I'm here to inspire you so that you can have a fitness business and a lifestyle that you love. This is your dose of inspiration where we chat all things fitness business by combining the proven strategies plus the mindset. The moment that you combine these, you gain momentum that increases your fitness business and income to the level that you have always wanted. So welcome, ladies. Today I have Jack Cross, who is an entrepreneur, international speaker, transformational mindset expert, and fitness professional. He is the CEO of Jack Inspires and is known for his inspirational energy and his unique ability to touch the hearts of his audience with his empowering message and authentic life stories. Jack helps people achieve all of their dreams and desires in every single area of their life and eliminate their mental and emotional blocks that stop them from achieving true freedom in their lives. He has over 15 years of experience in the fitness industry, personal coaching, and transformation. Plus, he also has extensive experience in sales, working for Steiner cruise ships, and running health and fitness programs on luxury cruise liners. And a fun little fact is that he set a record on the cruise ships for selling over $11,000 in 1 week of challenges. He loves supporting people through their challenges and client retention and motivation. And now you will find him running events, workshops, programs, and retreats online and all around the world. So welcome, Jack. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Callie, for that beautiful, beautiful introduction. Wow. Such a pleasure to be here and be here with your community.
Thank you. Well, you have so much to offer, so I wanted to share them with you. So let's just start. Like, one of the big things that we talk about in fitness is and it's a huge focus point of any fitness business, is ensuring clients get results. And that's the role of any fitness business. And so when they get results and they feel a part of the community, they stay and we increase retention. So being a personal trainer in your past life and now specializing in transformation, what advice would you start with for these ladies?
So first of all, the question was about getting them goals, Callie. Is that the main thing? Getting them goals?
Yeah. Yes, making sure clients get their goals and their results.
Excellent, excellent. Great question. So the first thing I think that's most important, Callie, is going to be helping them get laser clear on what their ideal goal is, making sure that you are really finding out their why and finding out exactly what they're wanting to achieve, and making sure that goal is going to be big enough to get them excited, but it's small enough that they know they can achieve it. So finding that real sweet spot and helping them get really laser clarity on that goal, and then helping them to create the self-confidence and belief within themselves that they can achieve it. And so that's where the results part of it comes in, being able to show them that they're going to get the results along the process. So what I love to do, and I think it's a really great thing, is to really do a visualization process with my clients when I'm first working with them, so that I can help them to visualize and see themselves in their ideal state. So when I can help them to visualize and see the result, it allows their mind to go there first. And we all know that where the mind goes, the body follows. Where the mind goes, the body follows. We can't get the result we're after until we can clearly define what the result is that we want. So if we can't see ourselves achieving the result, which a lot of people can't. Let's say that you're getting someone that's come to you that is really, really overweight, and they haven't been in their ideal weight before. 3 years ago, I worked with a lady that was 184 kilos, just to show you the power of this. She wasn't able to see herself in her ideal state because she'd never been there before. So the most powerful thing is that if they had been there before, to be able to re-experience and re-embody the feelings and the state when they were at their ideal health and weight goal. If they haven't been there before, but we can still use the power of the mind to get them to imagine and visualize someone out there that has already done it. And what that does is it gives the mind proof that it can be achieved. So we're trying to stack positive, powerful evidence to allow that person to believe that it can be done. And that's the first and most important thing that we need to do. Because if we can do that, we're going to tip them into taking action and starting to move forward and create that motivation and momentum in their life towards their goals.
I love that. So when you say the sweet spot, can you just go a little bit deeper into that about how you actually help a client find that sweet spot? Because I think there's this, like you said, there's this fine line between something that where they are now and what is achievable and something that may be, way out of their reach for quite a long time. So what would be some tips that you give to find that sweet spot?
Well, there's two things that come up here. The first one, just to answer your question, is that I'd be really getting to get their clear vision on what they really want. and really stepping in and imagining how their life is going to change once they are there. So they're really embodying the feelings and feeling the feelings, because we know that it's the feelings that creates action. We need to engage feelings within someone for them to be motivated to make change in their life, whether it's pushed by pain, where you're touching on that pain and igniting the pain points, or you're pulling on the pleasure of the result thereafter. So I think you need to activate both the pain and the pleasure. But then once we've done that, Kelly, then really pulling back and giving them like a 6-month goal, so that we can go, okay, now let's think about what you want to achieve in 6 months. So now they're saying, okay, I can achieve this in 6 months. Let's say that their goal is to release, hence the word release, 50 kilos, and they want to be 60 kilos, and that's their ideal weight. However, we know it's going to be taking them a longer period of time to get to that ideal state. So pulling back and saying, okay, let's get a 6-month goal right now. For example, a realistic goal that you can prove to them over and over again that you've achieved for other people. So once again, you're stacking that evidence and that proof, that social proof that it can be done. And that empowers that client to know that it's so much easier and achievable. And then showing them a proven formula and how that's going to happen, right? The action plan that's going to go with that.
Yeah, I love that. I call them expanders, and I find them very powerful. And one of the things that I used to do in my health club, and this also helped with sales as well, is that when they walked into my health club, they looked on the wall and there was a massive wall. Like if you can just imagine a wall just full of photos, full of results and testimonials. And their first responses when they walked in was like, wow, what is that? It was like, oh, that's our wall of fame. That's the people that have achieved results. And there was always someone on that board who was in the club. So I was like, oh, this is, Patricia, she's just, when she first started, she was here and that's her now. And they're like, oh, wow, that's incredible. And that, like you just said, was really powerful in helping them. It was easy for me then because I could get them into full paying membership. But yeah, that's really powerful, that tip.
I reckon, absolutely. So if anyone out there is listening, they don't have that Hall of Fame, go out there and create it right now.
Yes, great tip.
Game changer, absolutely.
Yes, that I do agree. That social proof is huge. And if you were even online, you just do it on your website. Like it doesn't have to be for face-to-face business. It can be online as well. That's also powerful. And start sharing on social media. Social proof is incredibly powerful in increasing the growth of your business. That's really super cool.
Absolutely.
What would be the next tip you would suggest?
So after doing this visualization, I think that one of the big things I'm going to say is understanding how powerful you are out there. So a lot of people, they might not fully be aware of this, but we have the ability to influence people. We have the ability to be influenced by people, and we have the ability to influence people. So making sure every day that you are putting yourself in the right mental and emotional state is essential to be showing up, because we've got something inside of us, Kelly, called mirror neurons. And this is a science thing. This is all based in science, 100% science, that we've got these mirror neurons, and that's our empathy. And we're able to transmit a signal onto other people. So let's say that we are in a really positive, empowered state, and you step into the field of someone that's in a positive, empowered state, your energy is going to rub off on them. It's infectious. However, if you haven't put yourself in state for the day and you're rocking up at work and you're carrying baggage with you, or you've been like focusing on negative texts, or you've had fights at home and you haven't cleared your energy, and you're stepping into your business and your work and your clients from that space, it's going to massively affect the energy of your clients. And this is a subconscious thing, Kelly, a subconscious thing. But what it's doing is it's associating a feeling state with them walking into your gym, with them walking into your studio, with them walking into your program, with them walking into the sessions. So understanding the power that you have to influence your clients and create a positive effect on them by the state that you're controlling when you step in front of them is everything. Because subconsciously now, you are allowing them to feel good when they're around you. And this becomes contagious. We know positive energy is contagious. We know happiness is contagious. And this is why it's contagious. But on the same time, if we haven't looked after our state, stress can be contagious. Fear can be contagious. Doubt can be contagious. So imagine if we're doubting ourselves and we're stepping in with a client, we're projecting that doubt onto them. How is that?
Very powerful.
Very, very powerful, very powerful. So if people are slipping out of your hands, if people are walking away, and we are carrying doubt and fear into that energy exchange, we're projecting that into the experience. So we've got to be totally in control of our own mental and emotional state every day as professionals, as coaches, as people that are out there wanting to be change agents in the world. And by doing this, it's going to have a positive effect on your clients. They're going to associate with those positive feelings, and they're going to be more drawn to being around you for that reason.
Absolutely. And we've all been in those situations where for some reason that you've just picked up that someone has been in a lower energy state. And it's like, oh, there's just something about that person that just, I don't know what it is. It's, nothing they said or did. It was just that energy that we pick up. And we, having been in the fitness industry for so long, we can tend to forget that, just how much our energy impacts clients. And I know my clients say to me all of the time, every time I finish with a session with you, I always feel good.
Yes.
It's like, yes, that's what I want to have happen. And, one of the things I say to them is don't start your day until you feel good. Like, go and do something that makes you feel good. So then you're in that higher state. Do you have any other tips for starting your day good, like getting into that higher state? What would you say?
Big time. Absolutely, Kelly, absolutely. I mean, this is a very simple one, but it's rooted in science as well. Like everything I want to teach is rooted in science now. And it's a simple practice, but it's the practice of gratitude. I know it's super simple. Everyone might have heard of it before, but understand that when we wake up and we start trending our thoughts to what we're grateful for, there's something inside our brain and our body called the emotional refractory period. And what that means is that when we are feeling an emotional state, it's almost like a thought form that wants to stay alive. So it's like our lens changes that we're looking through. And so if we're focusing on things already that we're emotionally grateful for, our eyes, our brain is going to be looking for things in our environment, Callie, to keep that emotional state alive. So you start attracting more opportunities into your life, and you're looking subconsciously for things in your external environment to be grateful for. So it puts you in such a positive state of receiving more opportunities, more people, more places, more clients, more referrals, more abundance to keep you in that state. So it's a very, very powerful, it's a very simple thing to do, but that's how I love to start my day. And then obviously movement, hydration. I always like looking at my goals, doing a little visualization exercise that helps me to see myself achieving those goals for the day. So I'm putting my attention on what's important. And then from that state, stepping out and going out and serving.
And that beautiful energy because you've already done the work.
Exactly.
So
exactly. Yeah, you've created the right milieu for a positive experience.
Yes. So when we talk about visualization with us, I just want to take a step to what you said before with the visualization with our clients. Just in a group setting, what would you recommend? How would you recommend we do that with our clients in a group setting? What would be a simple way that we could integrate that as of this afternoon, in the morning, to ensure that our clients are visualizing that as a group setting?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think it's really underused in the fitness industry, Kelly. I didn't see a lot of it in the fitness industry. I've been teaching like Les Mills group fitness 12-week challenges since I was, since 2004. So
yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I never saw it because, we're focused on the fitness, we're focused on the nutrition, we're focused on the workout, we're focused on, getting your calories in after the workout, etc. It's a big missing piece. It's a huge missing piece.
Yes.
Because it's in the coaching world, it's in the business world, it's in the personal development world. Why aren't we introducing it into the fitness world? And it would be a perfect opportunity. Let's say at the end of a fitness class, for example, if you had all your clients and you're doing the stretch routine, last 5 minutes, getting them to all sit down or lay down on their back or sit down in a meditative position, take a couple of deep breaths in and going through a really quick 3 to 5 minute visualization exercise where you're doing it maybe once a week, or at the start, intentionally integrating it into, let's say, like a 6-week challenge or a 12-week challenge. And you're getting everyone together and you're guiding them through a visualization exercise, which helps them to all see their end result, stepping into their end result, feeling what it feels like to achieve their end result, and just planting that power seed in their mind on a more regular basis. There's a really powerful thing, Kelly, that I want to share. And it says that we are better to be pulled by our vision than pushed by our problems. So if people are focusing their attention on their problems, if they're focusing on the weight that they're not losing, if they're focusing on the mistakes that they made, we know where attention goes, energy flows. So if they're continually focusing on what's wrong in their life, they're going to be creating stress hormones in their body, which we know doesn't facilitate good feelings. It doesn't facilitate health. It causes an acidic state in the body, and it has a backlash on their results. So when we're getting into our visualization, into our vision, and we're helping them to get clear on their vision, that creates motivation. That creates excitement. That creates inspiration, and it releases a molecule in the brain called dopamine. And dopamine is the motivation molecule. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that gets us excited, that gets us to take action, that gets us focused, that gets us putting our attention on our goals. And it actually pulls us into action as opposed to pushing us into change. That's powerful.
Super powerful. And when that's happening with the client, then they're going with their goals and have this purpose. And then we're helping them as a fitness facility. And so then retention starts to also then increase because they're getting results, they're loving it. And
Yes.
so it's just a massive win-win. And is it true in saying that the more that they actually make that goal that they have a reality, the faster then it will come into their reality because that's what's being seen as normal?
Absolutely.
They can embody that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're bridging the gap. Yeah. And they're focusing again on what they want as opposed to what they don't have. So you're creating this really positive milieu of endorphins and hormones in their brain and body. And so remember that they're associating all of this with coming to your fitness facility, coming to your workouts, coming to your training as well. So that's a really, really powerful thing that you're doing. You're planting a power seed of positivity and results in their mind on a regular basis.
Love it. And you're spot on. Like this does not, like, I know some people do it in their challenges, but it's a huge missing piece of the puzzle that, if you added this component into your challenges, into your daily, weekly routines as your fitness business, it's going to have massive results, not just for you, but also the clients as well, which is what we want.
Yeah, big time. And, what we're starting to really do, Callie, is sort of teach a lot more, not just on physical health, but mental health as well. And we know, again, where the mind goes, the body follows. And fitness is the number one way to improve mental health on the planet.
Absolutely. And that just has a huge ripple effect throughout the families, the friends, work colleagues. Yes. Massive ripple effect. And then when we have referrals, when they want, when we ask for referrals, then they're going to share them with us because they're getting results. So huge ripple effect on so many areas of your business.
Snowballs. Absolutely.
Yes. Any other tips you would suggest?
I think I'll give one more really quick tip because this is something that you can do one-on-one or when you're finishing your sessions with people. It's something I do all the time. I love doing this. Actually do it at the start usually of my sessions. And I ask every single time, like you might be doing this already. I ask the question, what do you want to be celebrated for? Give me 2 things or give me 3 things that you want to be celebrated for this week. And you're going to be surprised how many people struggle to do that initially. You're going to be surprised. But let me tell you, Callie, that if anyone's out there listening and watching this right now and you've got clients and you're working with them, when you start asking them this question, they are going to start changing. They're going to be excited to come to you and share with you their wins. And it creates a lot of powerful forward momentum because remember, so often people are focusing on what they did wrong. So often people are focusing on what didn't go right. When we're intentionally asking them to celebrate their wins, to celebrate the things that went well, we're getting them to access the memories that were good. And so we keep them taking action in their life. It creates a positive neural feedback loop of taking action. And they know between now and the next session that they've got some wins to achieve and come back and share them with you. So it releases something called serotonin in the brain, and serotonin is the happiness molecule. So once again, you're creating a really positive association with wins and success and them coming to you and the training and the workouts and the programs.
Love it. What we appreciate.
Yes, absolutely.
So good.
Momentum.
Yes, we love momentum. You're either in a positive momentum spin or a negative momentum spin. And we always want to keep choosing that positive momentum spin. Because there's, different challenges that happen in life. It happens to absolutely every single one, but we get to choose how we respond to that. And if we start choosing, take the lessons from that and then start to choose that positive spin, then you'll start to find yourself not being in those negative states for longer periods of time, which we've all been there, let's be honest. And it's constantly choosing to be in that positive momentum spin. Yes. Very cool. So just to recap, our 3 tips that you said was the instructor's state, visualization, and what do you want to celebrate?
Yes. What do you want to be celebrated for?
What do you want to be celebrated for? Is there anything else you want to add into that to help our people?
That would be the three things I'd share today, Callie. Don't want to give it all away on the first date.
We'll have you back, that's for sure. We'll have you back. It's been so good. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
And so if the ladies wanted to find you, whereabouts do they go?
Social media is the best way, Callie, to connect with me. They can come and check out my page. They can join. I've got a private community that I work with. It's called the Growth Zone. And it's just a group of positive, inspired individuals from all over the world that are wanting to become a better version of themselves. I work with entrepreneurs, business owners, and just high performers. People want to take their lives to the next level.
Beautiful. And I'll pop that link into the show notes as well so they can find you nice and easily. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'd really love to have you back and we can go deeper into this. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, we can do a part 2.
Yes, part 2. So good. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you, Callie.
We'll chat to you soon.
See you soon. Have a great day.